Why does eating breakfast regularly reduce risk of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and all-cause mortality, a general indicator of health and longevity, no matter what you eat? That's weird, right? The reason is that breakfast is a regulator of our circadian rhythms, how our bodies know what time of day it is, as well as our hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, the stress axis, responsible for such wonders as the fight or flight response. So circadian rhythm and the HPA axis are actually linked via the hormone cortisol. We call it the master stress hormone, but it's also one of the main circadian rhythm hormones, melatonin being the other. So cortisol has this natural ebb and flow throughout the day. It peaks a couple hours before waking. That's part of the awakening response, part of how we have energy in the morning, and then it gradually decreases throughout the day with little spikes after each meal and little spikes after exercise and little spikes after stress things, bad, like traffic jams and bills and sassy teenagers. Melatonin does the opposite. It peaks a couple hours before you go to bed and helps to initiate the sleep response, and then slowly decreases to morning, and then ideally stays pretty low all day. Otherwise, sleepy feelings be had. So studies show that when people skip breakfast, their morning cortisol, it goes up, it spikes the way it's supposed to, but then it stays higher longer than it's supposed to. And that just increases the amount of cortisol in the system, which is also stress. Cortisol impacts insulin sensitivity, digestion efficacy, appetite and cravings, immune function, cardiovascular function, kidney function. And for example, eating breakfast can improve the insulin and blood sugar responses to subsequent meals in the day, and influences food choice and how much food we eat later in the day as well, generally making us crave less energy-dense foods and making it easier to choose things like fruits and vegetables. And not only do people who eat breakfast regularly have better regulated morning cortisol, but they also have lower perceived stress. So breakfast is a Zeitgeber, from the German meaning time giver, which means anything that influences our body's clock. We have all kinds of biological processes that we prioritize for during the day and when we're awake, or during the night when we're asleep. And having like a really cemented circadian rhythm improves energy levels during the day and sleep quality at night. Makes it easier to fall asleep. Makes it easier to get up in the morning. The most important Zeitgeber is light. Other Zeitgebers are things like the temperature fluctuations between day and night, social interactions, and activity, exercise, and meal timing.
So this is my view this morning. Silka, do you have to photobomb every single view? Yes. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you for those cases.